folks, with this week's Mayor's Message, and we're on one of the greatest landmarks on the coast, on the northwest coast. We're up at the Table Cape Lighthouse, and what a more beautiful place you would find, and from looking here along the coast either way, a great landmark in our municipality which has got so much history attached to it. And today my special guest is Michael Hyland. Now Michael's been a volunteer at the Wonders of Wynyard, where we have over 50 volunteers down there at the Wonders of Wynyard in the Information Centre, and he's one of the staunch locals that support the go on a roster and do their duties at the Wonders of Wynyard, and their local knowledge is a great tribute to visitors coming into our town. And Michael's decided to venture out into the lighthouse tours. The Table Cape Lighthouse tours have been going for the last 3 or 4 years, and the position of the guide for that for this landmark has become available, and Michael put his hand up. So here we are, Michael. Well done on taking on this responsibilities of a lighthouse tours. You, like myself, are several generations local, and you know a lot about it, and there's a lot that you can pass on to tourists as they come in here, and not just associated with the lighthouse, but what happens around here in our municipality you can relate to. And I know that if they want to go fishing, you can tell them where to go fishing. If they want to go and take some nice photos, you being a professional photographer and an active member in the Canberra Club, you know, it's so good. So anyway, welcome on board, mate, and I hope your venture is very successful here. I wish you all the best.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here, Robbie, there's no doubt about it. This place holds a lot of history. It's been going nearly every day since 1888. They started building it in January 88, and they turned the light on the same year in August. And it's been going every day since.
Really?
Yep. 300,000 bricks are in that place, and they're all carted up here through the red mud by bullock dray. Just talking to a bloke a while ago whose grandfather, or he knew somebody that drove the bullock dray.
Gee.
This place is just loaded with history.
Yep.
There's, for those who are a little bit worried about climbing the lighthouse, there's no need to fret. There's 70 steps. It's a nice spiral staircase made out of solid steel, which was imported from England, like the lens on the top. That come from England. The bricks come from Melbourne.
Did they?
Yes, they did. They come across from Melbourne. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really.
300,000 of them.
300,000 bricks. And what about in the days they built the scaffold and no cranes and things like them? And then what year was it built?
1888.
1888.
Yep.
Gee. Yeah.
They had the plans drew up a long time before that. It was about 1820 to 1840. Wynyard was becoming a town, and there was a lot of traffic exporting timber from here to the mainland.
Yeah.
And ships were coming in, and there was a few close misses and probably the odd shipwreck, so they needed a place to build it. So this was pretty well the obvious place to put a lighthouse. So once they started, it didn't take them long to do it. But they drew the plans up quite a few years prior to that, and eventually got around. But you could well imagine what the red mud and the conditions would have been like.
Yeah, the access. This would have been all bushland.
Yeah, this was all bush. This had to be all cut and cleared.
140 years ago.
Yes, yes.
So next year it'll be 140.
Yes, yeah.
That's amazing.
And the lights have been going ever since. It first started to get it going with, they had oil up there, then they sort of a paraffin, sort of an oil, and then they changed over to a colza oil, and then 1979 they turned the power on. They got electricity up here.
Yep.
So I thought it's a bit later. You know, it's 1979
yep.
for electricity to be here. It's
yeah, fairly late.
Fairly late.
Yeah,
yeah.
When the availability of electricity was in abundance, wasn't
it? That's right. Yeah.
Well, I guess it took them a while, but yeah, to convert. But this is a serious navigational instrument for the coast, right. Isn't it?
It reports ships over 300 tonnes by its new radar system.
Does it?
Right in the bottom level there's computers and everything which is hooked up to gear in Canberra.
Oh yeah.
And that conveys messages to and from here to there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's amazing, Michael, the history you've got on this, and I'm sure you're going to be a guide and a half to the tourists that come here, and what you can pass on to them. And there'll be very few questions that you're stumped for to answer, my friend. And there'll be an abundance of people at the tulip farm over the next few weeks, won't there?
Oh, there will be. The tulips are, the visibility of the tulips from the lighthouse is a little bit down this year. You sort of can't see a real lot, but
No, no.
But still, the countryside, the cloud, just the atmosphere of the place, it really is magnificent. It really is a Tasmanian asset.
Yep.
It really is.
The freshness of the air,
Yep.
and the unpolluted landscapes that we can look at.
Yep.
Yeah. No worries. Well, look, I wish you all the best in your new venture, Michael.
Yeah, well, thanks very much, Robbie.
All the best.
Pleasure.
Bye
Pleasure.
now.